Hello, welcome to, I haven't named it really yet. Let's just call it Sean Cordis Designs. That's kind of what my website is. So today we're working on Davy Jones. It was aptly named after the tale of Davy Jones. So you're seeing me paint a piece that I have been working on for the last 3 months. It's a plaster, clay, and there's some metal armature underneath. So it's pretty sturdy. This piece has been how do I say this? It's been fun, but it's been a challenge, mostly because I have never done anything this large before. Normally I do smaller pieces, much like this skull here, with the 50 cal bullets and the mustache. This is a self-portrait, so to speak. Yeah, so this is a larger piece for me. I want to say, please excuse the audio. I don't have one of those mics that most people have, so I'm going to really talk loudly and try to be clear for those in the back. So this piece has been based like a base paint black, so that way anything I kind of layer on with the not sponsored yet sort of situation of Type 3 Golden Artist acrylics. I like using acrylics mostly because oils take forever to dry, and I'm in West Virginia, and unless I have it directly over the heat, I don't have time for the wait. I don't like to wait. So today we're going to start off with a little bit of blue, and then I'm just going to kind of base some blues, some textures. The lighting is terrible right now. The lighting is not good for me to paint, but I'm trying to step up my video game. Normally I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I dabble on video, but I don't do a lot of this. So come along with me if you like, and enjoy the process that is paint. If you have any questions, feel free to click-clack it down in the comments section. I'll try to get to it as best I can. I will share this across as many platforms as I can, because the more you're seen, the more coverage you get, and that's the better it is. So right now I'm going to add some blue tone. I'm going to add some blue tones to this. I'm going straight from here, and until I can bring out different layering, I'm not going to mix a lot of paints until I get to really the suckers on this. The arms that I've created. A lot of people have said it looks a lot like a mustache. Kind of does. This is an anchor, an anchor down here. This is a skull. This is the octopus formed into the skull, and I think it's a really neat piece so far. Below here will be a chess. I'm having the chess made, and inside we'll have gold doubloons. No, I'm kidding. It'll have some coins I'm going to have made as well. So that's all down the road. But for now, painting it, getting it ready, getting it to pop off the blacks that it is right now. Right now I have two blacks. I have a flat black, and I have a Mars black, which has a little bit more shine to it. Let's see if you can see any. Some here, some there. Again, I don't know if you can see it, so forgive me. I am doing this on a cell phone. But today we are going to apply the blues to the tentacles, and it's really, you're going to be like, I can do that, and it really, a lot of people can. It's not too difficult. It's not too difficult. It's just time consuming, and a lot of people don't have the time to paint. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this little spatula, whatever the heck they call it, and I'm just scraping it over the top. And I'll bring you in to see it in a second, but it kind of lets the darker layer sit below it, the black sit below it, and then the blue pop up off of it. So that's the goal, is to layer it, to have more texture, have more depth on this piece. And I'm kind of going for a look that feels like as if you were coming down in like a scuba suit or submarine or whatever, and all of a sudden you come across this beast of a thing here, and you and you're like, this isn't like totally vibrant in color, but it's got like the normal octopus kind of like touch of vibrancy that again I'm going to tie into it, but overall it's as dark as the ocean is, and that kind of goes along with a tale of Davy Jones' locker, one you hear a lot in the Navy, for which I served for a few years. So this is already starting to pop nicely. Everything that you see will be painted pretty much again, and the layer of black that you see took. Hey Champ, what are you doing? This is Champ. If you can see Champ, he's poised to come check out what we're doing here. This black that I was talking about, it took a while because there's so many nooks and crannies, in and out, and I hand painted all of it, hand painted all of it. So it takes much more time to do that than it would if you were to, say, spray paint it, which was my original goal. But we are in winter time, and if anybody knows, in winter when you try to paint, it doesn't dry too well. What are you doing, Bubba? Champ is a rescue. He's a rescue kitty. He has he's been with us for, how long have you been with us, Champ? About a year now? I really don't know. We've rescued a lot of animals. My wife and I have rescued every animal we've had, and I recommend doing that. They seem to be a lot more grateful. They're good dogs and cats. We have 3 dogs, and you probably will hear 1 or 2 bark within this video. And if they're too loud, I will try to, I don't know, let's try to think about it. I'll try to create a sound effect or maybe an audio to go over it that will dull down the loudness of barking. For those of you that don't have dogs, it could be a little bit annoying, especially on video, you know? Let's see. This front is going along nicely. Oh, I was recommended to explain this construction process while I do this. And if you're holding on to the video and you're still interested and you're still watching, thank you very much for staying with me. And let me explain this to you. So I started off with a mold with the skull from Pacific Mold Company. I'm blanking on the name. But the company is a primarily like a skull mold company, and they do really well during like Halloween and whatnot. You find a lot of those, like, I mean, I'm given a lot of video time, or not video time. What is it called? Ad space. When I'm on my phone, they're always advertising towards me. So, and I see them a ton during Halloween time. But the skull here is from them, and I pour concrete. So this is a concrete skull that I then drilled some metal armature into the skull itself. Some pretty strong screws that that went right into the face, around the back, underneath, and that was an adventure itself, because I had to braid the metal to make the not twine, but just the metal line itself. I had to make it a lot stronger because it was not going to hold up a bunch of clay as is. So I braided it and kind of did the same effect that you would with automotive. When you go to tie off or to braid certain things that need to be secured, that move. I'm trying to cross over automotive with painting and artwork. But when you braid the line, it makes it a lot stronger. And those of you that do armature underneath your sculptures, you already know that. So just wasting oxygen. The noise you hear coming in is Moose. Moose is our 90-pound dog. What are you, 90 pounds? Yeah, you're 90 pounds. You probably can't see him because he's probably not in shot, but he is a lab pit bull mix. He is touching the post right now with his nose. He is as neurotic as they come. He is a loving dog. He treats us with the most respect a dog can. But boy, will he cry over nothing. Like, just start making noises. Sit there and you're like, what are you talking about? Well, I just took you outside. So again, anybody that has dogs, you know that story. Because you're like, what is it now, bud? You know what? I'm going to bring you in. And all right. I don't know if you can see this or not, but we have the lightness of the blue, which is like a midnight blue, purple, but it's just kind of going over the black. And that's kind of what I want. I want it to make it, so like if you feel it or you come and see it, you feel like the depth on the actual piece itself. So again, just dragging the paint over. The high points will get the paint. Low points won't. This is coming along nicely. The light is already popping off of it. It's looking a lot better. Let me show you now that I have this turned. I have this turned and the light from the outside is coming in. The purples and the blues are they're already making it look far better. All right, here we go. As I was saying, you see how that blue just kind of jumps off a little bit? It's just like it would be a highlight over the low lights there. Nothing special, you know, just a tube painting that kind of would allow me to then mix the color. I want to make it pop a little bit more. So you see the lightness, even if I kind of come around, it starts to give the nice highlights. Obviously this is going to dry a little bit more matte when it does dry, but we'll still see some lighter colors. I want to layer this. I want to layer this piece so that way it truly feels rich in color and it doesn't feel cheap. I find like a lot of artwork that you look at that's sculpted and molded, kind of they get excited about the sculpting and molding, but then when they go to paint it or finish it, it falls flat. So I'm really trying to bring this one out. Hello. Hey, welcome back. I had to take out one dog and then 2 others wanted to go out with him. So we have a couple dogs outside right now. Dogs love to go outside, especially when you're doing something that you're really trying to do for the first time. That's very important. They need to pee. Anyways, how does it look so far, guys? It looks different, doesn't it? A little splash of color is going a little bit a long way, but it's Pepto. It kind of looks like a raspberry yogurt right now, and we're gonna bring that back a little bit. You know, the one thing that I try to avoid is just doing black, unless the client wants it. I like to have a lot of color in my artwork. As I've said before, adds depth, adds texture, adds all the good things. So I'd rather mess up and do a bunch of color and then have to dial it back, or go full tilt and just keep adding color until it speaks to me. Because a lot of times artwork needs to speak to you. So what are you guys thinking? I'm thinking to dabble on some oranges, like a red orange maybe. I have the, what is this called? Cadmium orange, and I have this is a level 3 and this is a level 1, but this is a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna go with the cadmium and I'm gonna dabble in some red. I'm going to dabble in some red. I believe I bought red, but I cannot find it at all. So we'll do what we can with what we have. I'm going to do this. I'm going to test out my theory of coloring, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to stop. So I'm going to do it on the front. There we go. See that thing? I got to figure that out. I'm an artist. I'm not a structural engineer. Let's just say that. Let's say that. Ooh, that's bright. That is bright. Cadmium. It looks like a road cone. It's super bright. I don't know about that. Let's dial that back a lot. Okay. Ooh. Too much. A little too much. Do I have a purple in there? Or something of the same? Ooh, I do. Ultramarine violet. Hey, we're doing marine. Let's try it. Ooh, it's a little hard. Oh, you come here. It tells you how long how it's been since I've used this. You know, I have a truck, not a truck. It's nowhere near a truck. I have a Jeep Patriot outside that we use as a secondary vehicle, and this is completely hard. Okay. That will not work. So we'll throw that away. Let's just pull in a blue. This is a Bimini blue. If anybody knows where Bimini is, beautiful place. Beautiful place. My dad went there one time when I was a kid to Bimini to do some upholstery work on a boat. He used to be a very, very good upholsterer, and he worked on it for about a month. He worked on this I think it was just like a cloth top across a like a sightseeing boat. I don't know, ship, whatever. And as soon as he left, a storm came in, like a mild hurricane or something, thunderstorm, and just ripped it all apart. So my dad was not happy because he spent a month on that, and it went to tatters. And every once in a while, when you wanted to get underneath my dad's skin, you mentioned that. He didn't want to get underneath my dad's skin very often, but he found some laughter in it later on. Took a few years, but he found some humor in it. That's the thing about my family. We find humor in pretty much everything. Whether it's appropriate or not, we try to be respectful, but sometimes humor is all we have. And I know a lot of artists are the same way. Ooh. I'm gonna have to blend this. But let's just go with it. You know what I mean? Let's just go with it. Still a little wet. Gonna have to pull that back a little bit. curious is, have any of you seen an octopus in the ocean? I don't think I've seen one in the ocean, only in captivity. But it wasn't very vibrant, and it wasn't doing much because, you know, what is there to do in captivity? But did you, because they say that it can transition pretty fast, like the octopus can transition pretty fast and like right before your eyes. I'm just curious if any of you guys have ever been down there, any deep sea divers or anything, or, you know, warm, are they in, you know, they probably are. I'm trying to think if they're in like the Bahamas. I assume they are, but I was in the Bahamas for a period of time on a deployment, and we saw tons of wildlife, of course, but not. I did not see a single 8-legged or 8-armed, you know, beast from underneath. There's gonna have to be some blending, some serious blending. This is gonna be a process, and I hope you guys come along with me for a while, because this will be something like that'll be awesome to see when it's finished, but it's also cool to see the process while we're doing it. You know what I mean? Be really cool. For some reason, yellow is shouting out at me, but I know that's going to be like a highlight color, but I'm like, I can't wait to do a yellow. There we go. Scrape it off, find the highlights, or find the raised bumps, and let that be the, I don't know, what the eye grabber, the attention grabber, I don't know. You tell me. I love this. This is like relaxing. You know what I mean? This is something relaxing, because if I mess up, you can start over. You know, it'll take a while to start over, but just start over. And that's the kind of way life is. You don't like the way it's going, kick it into gear, start over. Yes. Let's take a small step back, and see what we're looking at here. Okay, now the reds are aggressive, but I'm thinking in layers. So if we're thinking in layers, we're okay. We're doing okay. We're gonna have to do more darker blues. And I think now I went a little too aggressive too early with the reds. But we can bring some blues in. I'm thinking blues, like more of a blue sweep. So that's kind of like, imagine he's seeing something and he's trying to like mimic what is coming at him, you know. So he's kind of like, I'm not bad, or whatever. Who knows, right? So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I'll take that down a little bit. Take that down a little bit. There we go. Ooh, yes, blend it. Blending. Perfect. Not really. There we go. All right. Well, I wanted to say thank you for joining me. I know that this is the start of something cool, and I will be bringing you along as this dries, and we try to tackle something new as far as like size and overall unity on the paint. So thank you for coming along. My name is Sean, and this is Davy Jones.